Hello, hello, and welcome back for another round of Shuffle Mode play with our old pal Stubbs McKenzie and his team of Shadowrunners, as we get ready for a little more Shadowrun Dragonfall, the director's cut. Now, when last we left Stubbs, he'd just demanded a little mid-run break from punching the hearts and spines out of the chests of Harfeld Manor's security in order to crack open a nice cold can of delicious, refreshing Bud Light to honor his fallen homeboy, totem animal, and namesake, Stubbs McKenzie. And if you're wondering how a dwarven physical adept wound up named after an advertising mascot from the 80s, there really are only two things you need to know. One, dwarves, or Homo sapiens pumilonus, have considerably longer lifespans than your average human, or Homo sapiens sapiens. And two, Stubbs' mother was a die-hard product of the same decade, the 1980s. She was deeply emotionally invested in Who Shot JR. She thought Tom Selleck was the sexiest man to ever walk the earth. She voted for Reagan both times, and had tattoos immortalizing the two greatest bands in the history of music, Lynyrd Skynyrd and George Thorogood and the Destroyers, one on each cheek of her ass. She also drank a lot, possibly while pregnant with Stubbs, actually probably while pregnant with Stubbs. And so, of course, throughout Stubbs' childhood, he was bombarded with images of a bygone era. He watched every episode of Falcon Crest and Dynasty. He knows that Maddie and David getting together on Moonlighting was a tragedy of screenwriting. He does believe in Reaganomics, and he probably has more than a touch of brain damage from the aforementioned drinking. But, you know, that's probably enough of Stubbs' backstory for now. It looks like Stubbs has also got his beer finished. So let's get back to the action here. Looks like Dietrich's got something to say to us. Dietrich eyes the door, then turns to Monica. That's a big freaking vault, Liebkin. Glory, bigger than on the schematic. I don't know why she's so excited about the fact that it's bigger. I just read it that way I'm not sure why I did. Whatever. I think maybe a little bit of Stubbs' drinking has rolled over on me. Probably drunk from the fumes, honestly. I have to assume Stubbs is drunk pretty much 24/7. Monica, the schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the Matrix, a little digital hand waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back. Well, the one thing we know now is that, like fucking Jamie Kennedy in Scream, Monica definitely will not be right back. I think there's probably some black ice here in Monica's future, a little black ice action. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Iger, still in position outside the estate. Iger, hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich flexes his stare intently on the vault door. Gloria looks cold and distant, just as she always does. Oh, okay. I'm glad everyone's reactions were well documented. Stubbs opens another beer. You forgot to put that in there. Monica, we've been through this before, Iger. We're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us, the same principles that apply to the flux state. Iger, please spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Dietrich, best get used to it, Iger, love. Iger, she sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. Alright, so we've got some options here with Stubbs. We can agree with Iger, nominate a second in command. We can agree with Dietrich. If anybody needs to take charge, it'll just happen. Or we don't have time with this, we have a job to do. Or if we were a Decker, we could take a crack at the door instead. Fortunately for us, Stubbs has an intelligence of 1 and may not even know what a computer is, let alone how to operate one, so we don't have time for this shit, Iger. We have a job to do. No one asked you, rookie. Hey, I'm Stubbs McKenzie. You talk to me that way again, and I will punch your fucking head off of your shoulders, sir. No one, come on, Monica. Put someone in charge and let's get on with the mission. Fine. Monica stares at the screen on her wrist for a moment, clearly irritated. Then that twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you as she speaks into her comlink. Monica, very well. We'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Stubbs McKenzie is in charge. Large and in charge, Monica, and don't you fucking forget it. Stubbs McKenzie is the greatest man who has ever lived. Iger, there's a pause. Then Iger's voice crackles out of the comlink again. Stubbs McKenzie, did I hear you right? Clearly he must have thought she meant Spuds McKenzie, rather, the mascot dog. Iger must be well versed in his popular culture. He's actually heard of Spuds. You're putting the rookie in command? Oh, well, he must have realized his error and that we are not a dog and a beer mascot, but actually a dwarf named by someone who'd like to drink a lot of it. I'm no rookie, Iger, and you know it. I thought you were a pro, Iger. Questioning orders in front of the team isn't exactly a pro move, is it? Listen, Iger, you asked for a decision and you got one. I'm going with questioning orders isn't exactly a pro move. Let's call Iger on his shit here. Stubbs McKenzie. You're not taking any of this crap. Iger, this is ridiculous. Clear the comm, rookie, now. Monica nods at you. The smile has disappeared from her face. Iger, listen, Monica, I know that this is a joke to you, but I'm telling you. Iger, Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she has heard enough. The decision's made. You have your answer. I'm glad we all dithered around while we're in the middle of an enemy facility trying to steal some shit. We've had like a 25-minute argument about who's in charge. We could already fucking be gone by now, guys. I mean, Stubbs McKenzie is not a smart man, but Stubbs McKenzie knows what's what. Got a little kind of a Forrest Gump thing going on here. I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is, Jenny. Iger. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Thank God. Monica. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible. The legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well. Iger's a girl? Okay. Filed for future reference. I guess when all you can see is her head, she's got a little kind of an androgynous look. Could have gone either way. Also, the fact that she's a troll maybe throwing off my senses a bit. No sweat. I'll buy her a beer and talk about it after the run. Well, that's definitely the Stubbs McKenzie way. He's not actually going to talk about it after the run. He just wants an excuse to get liquored up. Good man. Iger's skills and experience are invaluable to this team. It would be good to have her on your side. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. It was enough chatter like 15 minutes ago, actually. Could we just, steal now? Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, and then glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Clearly, listen to that tap, tap, tap-a-roo. It's fucking Happy Gilmore up in this shit. And so what do? She's dead. Well, that was long-lived. So, I'd mentioned the black ice thing, but that prediction was almost 10 minutes ago, so I really feel we should probably revisit it. Without warning, Monica's back arches violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor, the tip of her tongue. Thanks for spelling it out for me there. I probably could have inferred that she bit off her own tongue. I'm not an idiot. The room explodes into action. Clearly. Glory leaps towards Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the teen's fallen decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing sharply in your head, you are only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. What do we want to do here? Help Glory yank the plug, smash Monica's cyberdeck. Smash is pretty much the only thing that good old Stubbs McKenzie knows to do in a situation like this. If it can't be done with violence and fist, Stubbs McKenzie really is kind of out of his element. The cyberdeck was constructed to withstand a bomb blast. Try as you might, you can't manage to crack its casing, let alone damage its internal circuitry. Clearly, they don't know that it's Stubbs fucking McKenzie who's punching this bad boy. While you beat on the deck in vain, Glory manages to yank the cord out of Monica's head. A wisp of oily blue smoke traces its way from her data jack to the ceiling. I'm gonna guess she's pretty fucking dead if there's smoke coming out of holes in her skull. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open, muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing and a look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. If she has smoke coming out of the inside of her skull, she's fucking dead. She's not struggling to do anything but breathe. Talk to me, Monica. What are you trying to say? Just stay with us, Monica. Okay, we'll get going to get you out of here. Evaluate the damage to see what you can do to help. Clearly, that one should definitely be grayed out for Stubbs McKenzie. Unless, like I said, unless Stubbs can punch it, it ain't getting fixed. You know what? Just what the fuck are you trying to say, Monica? Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shape she needs. Monica. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see the pain and fear in her gaze and something else. Hope? Fear schwingy. Schwingy? Could be German. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts, then her chin drops to her chest and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. All right, can I just take her AK-47 and shoot her in the head? Clearly she's suffering. Let's just put her out of her misery. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack and she dies. She died as she lived. Dull, irritating, and long fucking winded. Couldn't ask for a better death. Alright, Dietrich, you better pump up Stubbs McKenzie then. We're into combat mode, so let's get a little bit of haste action on Stubbs so that Stubbs can go start punching people's hearts out of their fucking chest again. Alright, Stubbs, can you go punch this man? Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna do it. He'll be flanked. This is gonna be a crit. Stubbs is gonna take the whack. That was pretty unimpressive, Stubbs. Do it again. There you go. So Stubbs putting some nice beating on that fella. We're gonna move, is that cover? Yes. Alright, so we're gonna move Glory up here to cover. We're gonna ever take a shot at the pile that old Stubbs has flanked here. Let's make it an aim shot. We're gonna try and make this one count. Thanks for making it count. Alright, so we got 5 damage. Stubbs takes a shot, but Stubbs McKenzie is not gonna be denied by that. He's just gonna walk up and punch this man in the fucking head. Bam! Another kill for Stubbs McKenzie. The mighty dwarven battle warrior continues his unrelenting campaign of destruction. Look at him go. Good lord, he's beating fucking ass. Stubbs McKenzie is a dyed-in-the-wool, fisticuff murdering son of a bitch. Give me a burst fire here. Oh, you don't have enough action points? Well, just take a shot. Glory is not getting it done when it comes to backing up Stubbs. I mean, come on, Gloria. You gotta do better. Stubbs McKenzie is suffering for you. Can we heal Stubbs? No. We are not close enough to heal Stubbs. Alright, well, let's go forward. Stubbs is going to need healed after this, because I have to imagine he's going to get shot again. Oh, what is he, running away? Tooks, oh, that's right. That's what happens when you shoot at Stubbs McKenzie. Alright, so Dietrich, go ahead and heal Stubbs. 5 hit points back. That's got Stubbs fully patched up, and this man is all sorts of dead. Oh, Stubbs McKenzie has punched his spleen out the back of his ribs, exploding his kidneys into a giant pile of goo. That's how the kidney action works. Alright, so let's have Stubbs check out the terminal. Clearly, the man who just rampantly smashed a cyber dick is the right guy to try and hack this bad boy. Stubbs is all over this shit. Terminal. MCPOS Building Maintenance Software version 1.01. Command line interface. Internal memory checksum invalid. Stubbs McKenzie. So clearly, when Stubbs tried to activate it, the only thing he knew to do was just type his own name over and over and over. Seems about, yeah, that seems about right for Stubbs. Dietrich scans the room nervously. They've sealed the door behind us. We've got to find another way out of here. What are you doing? Stubbs. I think Monica may have inserted a bub into the system before she died. Monica was trying to tell me something about this. A permanent must be... Yeah, Stubbs is just going to ignore him. Text continues to scroll down the screen. A problem has been detected with a core component of MCPOS. Restore MCPOS to factory default settings, yes or no. Warning. Restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. Stubbs. This is again Stubbs' input at the bottom. Stubbs McKenzie, Stubbs McKenzie, Stubbs McKenzie, Stubbs McKenzie, Stubbs McKenzie. Hit the Y key. I assume Stubbs is just going to paw blindly at the keyboard. We might accidentally get lucky and hit the Y key. Processing request. 0% complete. As you watch the number on the screen slowly begins to climb, this is going to take a while. You glance down at the second screen and see that the facility is on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you've stumbled upon some kind of massive underground complex. A map of the holdfast grounds indicate that security forces are en route from multiple angles. The doors currently being rebooted by the security system's restore process are flashing a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the holdfast old servants entrance on the west side of the building. Iger. At that moment, Iger's image weaks onto your comm link with a crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out. What's going on down there, rookie? Talk to me. Iger, new extraction point. Let's not mention Monica. I don't want to upset her. Stubbs McKenzie does have a softer, gentler side, folks. I mean, sure, he's just going to leave her lying there in a puddle of her own blood and vomit as he and his friends leave her body. I mean, we're not even going to recover. Also, it seems like we should maybe just take her shit. I mean, couldn't we do a little light robbery before vacating? I mean, she has a gun, that AK-47. I mean, that thing costs money. We could probably sell that. Anyway, hold up. Where's Monica? What do we want to say here? I'm not going to apologize. Stubbs McKenzie apologizes to no one. Down. We'll be exiting. Good old Stubbs. Straight and to the point. Just like his name, he's short and gruff. Iger's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out without another word. Ah, a kindred spirit here in Iger. Maybe we'll have, maybe a little romantic discussion over that beer after the run's over. Glory. Glory turns to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, Stubbs McKenzie? Why are you asking Stubbs McKenzie? I mean, I don't know, break stuff, shoot people, punch hearts. That's pretty much the Stubbs McKenzie method. I mean, it's not a complex method, admittedly, but it is effective. This is definitively the Stubbs McKenzie response. I say we kill every dreckhead who enters this room. How does that sound? Dietrich's pain expression twists into a mask of hate. His hands begin to glow with primal energy. Yeah, I'm good with that. Ah, Dietrich, a bloodthirsty bastard, my kind of thing. Glory, me too. Good, alright, sweet, everybody's on board. The Stubbs McKenzie train is rolling out of the fucking station here, boys. I thought so. When the door locks disarm, we make a break for it. Until then, we make them pay for Monica. Yeah, alright. So we're clearly still in combat mode here. Alright, so let's take a look around. See what sort of cover we got. We kind of want Stubbs in a forward position, so let's move Stubbs to this corner cover. Glory's going to be shooting. Let's move Glory over here to some corner cover, and Dietrich, I think we'll have Dietrich just kind of, yeah, once you stay right. That's Glory. Actually, you know what? That's fine. Dietrich, let's have you head up here into this corner. Alright, let's see. We have still no enemies. Alright, so can Stubbs, what do you got in your inventory, Stubbs? You're a little banged up. Let's use a basic med kit on Stubbs. We want Stubbs to be in full fighting trim for this mission. Yeah. Alright, Stubbs is looking good then. Alright, so Glory, let's put you back where we actually wanted you in the first place. Glory does have a grenade, so we will keep that in mind. She also has some melee attacks. Yeah, I think we're probably going to have Glory continue to shoot. Dietrich, let's have you haste Stubbs McKenzie, actually. And I think that's probably end of our turn. Yeah, so we're just waiting. These guys are going to shuffle in one at a time and just get murdered. That appears to be a decker, or a rigger, rather. It is, in fact, a rigger. Alright, well, Stubbs McKenzie's going to go make this guy eat his fist. We missed. That is not very Stubbs McKenzie-esque, I gotta say, Stubbs. That's, poorly done, old chap. Poorly done. Alright, what are you? Aim 1. Let's throw that at Glory. We'll buff Glory's aim a little bit. Let's bring Glory over, probably behind the desk. And let's see if she can maybe get a burst off. Aha! Give me a burst at the drone. Triple whiff, so things didn't go so well for Glory. Yeah, you weren't expecting Stubbs McKenzie to charge right in and punch you in the head until you died, were you? So let's see what our drone is doing. The drone took a shot at Glory. That's not really too much of a problem. So Stubbs. Bam, 7 damage. And again, bam, Stubbs. He's just going to pound this guy into a puddle of sludge. Stubbs McKenzie pulling no punches, taking no prisoners. A straight up heavy sack beating from little Stubbs McKenzie. We got 2 guys over here. Well, we can't miss this guy. Nice shot. All right, Dietrich, it's time for that little bit of fireball of yours. Give me the AoE attack here. I'm telling you, Dietrich, you and that fireball are not effective, is I think the word I'm looking for. You are not effective. Ouch. All right, so we need to get that drone taken out of the equation. This thing is a serious problem. Nothing says drone like Stubbs McKenzie. Holy crap, Stubbs kicked the shit out of it. Look at that. Stubbs McKenzie beat it into a chunk of rubble. Alright, so we got a Grenadier over here. Our Grenadier has Dietrich flanked, which is not necessarily fantastic. Do you have... Dietrich does not have a gun. Dietrich has throwing knives. Not really that effective, Dietrich. Why don't you throw a heal at Glory, then? And then we're going to switch to Glory. Let's have Glory go a little scrapper action for us here. We're going to have her get out the claws. Start working this gal over. That was not what we wanted to do. The figure loping towards you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. Security captain. Alright, friends, playtime's over. All you Shadowrunners are the same, skulking, sneaking. Steal a vase or 2 from the museum, no harm. Maybe I'll let you scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. See, Dietrich, I told you should have let me fucking steal that vase last time, but no, you had to stop me. We could have had a free vase, man. A free vase. And you fucked it all up, Dietrich. Gaping maw of the minigun jerks upward, an impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. Glory. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Stubbs McKenzie. Hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. Pretty sure my fist could do the job. I'm less concerned about the armor than I am about that minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy. I think Stubbs McKenzie would probably threaten when threatened. He responds to violence with violence. He also responds to, non-violence with violence, because that's Stubbs McKenzie's way. Funny, you're a funny guy. The orc's gauntleted fist tightens, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motors spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. Well, I guess we should probably maybe, try and find some cover then, huh? Also, he still has friends that need to die, so we should get on that and make them be dead as swiftly as we can. So we can't throw a heal at Glory. We could give someone aim. Dragon Slayer gives us... You know what? Actually, that might be the right move. Let's try and get the Dragon Slayer going. Glory's taking... Ouch! Glory took a lot of damage there. Alright, so that one's gonna leave a mark. Stubbs McKenzie, you gotta go beat this guy to death. Stubbs is our only asset. You gotta give it to me, Stubbs. Alright, so Glory is extremely badly injured. Give me a nice little burst shot here. Why can't you burst fire this guy? What? Line of sight is blocked. By what? This comm terminal? Okay, well, it would be nice if we could spin the map, but as this is an isometric game, spinning the map is not really something we can do, so... I think what we do, let's use the advanced med kit. Gonna have Glory patch herself up. Dietrich, she still can't really take a shot. Can she shoot at this guy? She just has a terrible chance of hit. Alright, so let's take an aim shot at this chump. Glory missed. Not unexpected with a 33%, really. Give me more haste for Stubbs McKenzie. Stubbs is the only thing we got going for us. Bam! Stubbs with another definite connect. Ouch. Aha! Suck it! That's right, Stubbs McKenzie does not give a shit about your bullets. Can't hurt Stubbs McKenzie with bullets, you pathetic fool. Stubbs McKenzie might want to try and find a little cover, though. Also, I have a feeling we should be able to finish this guy off with Glory. Glory, can please tell me you can shoot this person? Thank you. There we go. That's what we needed. Now start shooting at this guy. Alright, Dietrich, you gotta take some damage for the team here. Also, you don't really have a whole lot else that you're bringing to the table. 9 damage for Dietrich. The minigun fired it up, but we're gonna get some punches in on our orc friend here. Stubbs McKenzie is just gonna pound him in the face. He dodged Stubbs McKenzie. I'll be damned. Blocked. Alright, so Stubbs is having a bit of a rough go of it. Glory, you gotta give me better hits on this guy. You really do. You gotta give me something. So Glory continues her campaign of missing. Who do we want to heal? I think we hold off on the heal for a moment. You think you could maybe hit something with this for once, Dietrich? Sort of. He missed in return, so things are evening up. Stubbs McKenzie and our orc security captain here remain engaged in an unending battle between titans. Oh, Stubbs McKenzie has drawn first blood! This guy has a lot of health. Alright, Glory. Stubbs needs a little help. You gotta be in position to help him out. Also, you can't... Glory is real bad. How did you get on this team, by the way, Glory? I mean, who did you bribe? Give me haste on Stubbs. Punch him again, Stubbs. Man, this orc is one tough hombre. Alright, so Dietrich's in bad shape. There's another Decker and another drone over here. Okay, Stubbs McKenzie has taken damage. This guy's blocking is bullshit. There you go, Stubbs. Man, this guy is insanely resistant to damage. Get out the claws, Glory, because clearly you cannot hit with a gun. That's what we needed. That guy is also bleeding. Alright, so Dietrich has to heal himself, because he's very badly injured. And then I think we probably have old Dietz here throw some aim at Stubbs McKenzie and see if we can't give him a little bit of bonus accuracy. So now we just need to escape. I'm assuming this fight is supposed to be relatively unwinnable. The guy's gonna take cover, shoots at Glory, gets nothing. Stubbs. Alright, Stubbs is taking a pretty hefty amount of damage here. Yeah, you know, even a madman badass like Stubbs McKenzie sometimes has to recognize that discretion is the better part of valor. Stubbs, of course, not really known to be a discreet fellow, but when the writing's on the wall, Stubbs can't necessarily read what it says, but he can see the writing. So it's time to beat feet. Stubbs McKenzie is very nearly dead. Stubbs McKenzie, get out of line of sight. Stubbs is in a real bad way. Dietrich, I want you to come around here. And, I don't know, flip a knife at this guy. He's all but dead. Just hit him. There you go. Alright, so Dietrich keeping Stubbs out of danger. Our orc friend is chasing. Alright, so Stubbs. You gotta make a break for it, man. It's all you, Stubbs McKenzie. You're all we got. You're the whole team, Stubbs. Go get it. Alright, so Stubbs McKenzie leading the charge towards freedom and safety. Glory, let's have you run to here. Glory is not overly quick. Dietrich, you are real slow. Let's have Dietrich run around the corner. We gotta try and stay away from this minigun. It seems relatively dangerous. The drone doesn't seem like much of a threat, honestly. Alright, so open the door. Stubbs McKenzie leading the path to safety, also getting himself out of line of sight because not only does Stubbs realize that discretion is the better part of valor, Stubbs is no fool. Stubbs' mama didn't raise no sucker. I mean, well, she raised a complete and total fool and an idiot because Stubbs McKenzie is one of the dumbest men on the planet. I mean, Stubbs is not smart. Stubbs McKenzie is in trouble. Between Stubbs and Glory, I think they got a pretty good chance of taking that guy out, except Glory just can't stop getting herself chewed into hamburger. So our goal is actually to get out of here, which, you know what? See you guys. Stubbs McKenzie cares not for his friends. Stubbs McKenzie cares only for the safety of Stubbs McKenzie. Glory is not going to make it. So let's just have her dash. Dietrich, buddy, you're really bringing up the rear here in the speed department. You need to be fast. I guess when they said Dietrich was the old man, they weren't fucking kidding. He must have a goddamn plastic hip or something that's really slow in his roll. You'd think in a world of cyber technology they could have given him a guy hip replacement that worked a little better, but evidently not. Alright, Glory. Glory's gonna make a break for it. Dietrich, you better be able to get out of here, sir, or you're... well, we're gonna leave your old ass behind, metal hip or not. You're just out of luck, buddy. Alright, so Dietrich and his metal hip have managed to escape. I don't remember these guys being dead out here, but it looks like Iger really cleaned house. Jesus, Iger, why didn't we have you with us downstairs? We could have used you. Iger rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. The run was a trap, says Stubbs. We can talk about this later. Over beers. Hey, baby, what do you say we go pick up a beer and maybe talk about this later? Yeah. Stubbs McKenzie, every opportunity is an opportunity for romance when you're as simple a stain as Stubbs is. Iger, tell me something I don't know. Iger slaps the side of the van. Pile in, people, and Stubbs McKenzie, when we get back to the cruise bazaar, we're going to have a little talk. Are we going to have a sexy talk, Iger? I'm hoping it's a sexy talk. Stubbs McKenzie, nothing gets Stubbs libido churning like a little bit of murder, mayhem, and punching hearts out of people's chests. And with Stubbs' libido fully charged and us on the way back to the cruise bazaar, I think we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Of course, if you enjoyed the adventures of Stubbs McKenzie, consider dropping a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support really does mean a lot to us on this Shuffle Mode play. If you'd like to catch all of Shuffle Mode, consider subscribing as well. Of course, we post new Shuffle Mode episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, however, Stubbs needs another beer, so we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.